it's a video game show. It's a video game show. It's not a game show about videos. It's a video game show.
Welcome to the GamerCast Network Video Game Show for Sunday, September 6th, 2009. This is episode 158. I'm Chad, and this week for the roll call, a question from me. Me? What's the question? What genre of game have you tried to like over the years, but just can't find yourself liking? And joining us this Sunday is Keith.
RTSs.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
There's a lot of good RTS games that are a lot of fun, but I just can't stand RTS games. I just want them to be turn-based and not real-time. But they are, and I just can't get into it no matter how much I want to.
It's just the mayhem of the clickfest, or is it the management, or is it...
I think it's build order. He always tries to get the cool things, but like if you try to get the cool things, you usually get reamed because you're spending all your time trying to get the cool things rather than like, you know.
Yeah, I don't like the build order. I don't do quite as frantic of the pace.
You never really struck me as the kind of person who micromanages either. It's more broad strokes, you know? It's just either sweeping change or none at all.
That's why I like turn-based, because then I can, plan it all out. And
think about it, go to the bathroom, mull over your decision for a couple seconds, come back. Yeah, you know what? I am going to take that castle. I'm going to do it. But I'm not going to send my hero. I'm not that confident.
And also joining us is Bob.
The more I sit here, the more genres I think of, but we'll start with the obvious one first, which would be any sport game ever. Like, I think I had a stint there where I tried really hard to like the NHL titles.
Yeah, you did. You tried.
I tried so damned hard. I don't even remember what the hell one it was, but I mean, I had a team, and we played our teams against each other and stuff, and it lasted for like 3 weeks. I think that's the last sport game I ever played. I also tried to play whatever the hell football game that was, and we played at Chris's house where I had me as the running back, and that didn't work out so well either. I tried to be included into the group, and I just couldn't. But one that probably has pissed me off more than anything else was I just do not like playing guitar rhythm games. I liked playing the drums with Rock Band, but I cannot stand playing the guitar on it. That pisses me off because now I have a Rock Band that I can't play at all, because I can't do the drums because it's too loud, and I won't do the guitar because it's not fun. So, yeah, those are probably my two big ones, though I could go on.
Okay, well, my genre of game is tactical role-playing games, like Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactical Ogre and Fire Emblem and all those games. I've tried so many times, I've bought so many of them, and I can't make it for more than one battle. Then I just throw it down, and I'm just get disgusted.
I'm sorry to hear that, man, because those are fun games.
I don't think I've ever even tried to play one of those. It's just not something that appeals to me at all if it makes you feel any better.
No, the thing is, when I was younger on the Genesis, I played Shining in the Darkness, which was a kind of tactical role-playing game. I liked that one. It was a very simple tactical role-playing game. There wasn't much depth to it. And now all these new ones have so much depth, and I don't have time to sit there and spend like 3 or 4 hours trying to figure out one battle. 10 minutes, man.
Gotta go. I got stuff to do.
Exactly.
I really thought you were going to say sci-fi, though, Bob.
Well, I don't think I've ever actually tried to like a sci-fi game, though. See, that was the difference. It's kind of that way with the JRPGs. I mean, I played Final Fantasy, but I don't even know if that really counts as one. And the same thing with, like, tactical RPGs, like Chad was talking about. I don't know if I've actually put the effort forth, but, like, the sports games, I've really put forward effort into trying to like this and just can't.
I will like you.
You don't even like the arcadey ones? Like, what's that? Have you tried Blitz or...
Nope, can't stand them. I don't know why. I try. Blitz should have been fun, but it wasn't. You know what it's like? It's like when your buddy sets you up on a blind date, and like you feel bad that you don't like the girl. And you try really hard because it'd be really convenient, because then everybody could just hang out and you'd all be the same parties. But no, now it's awkward, and every time you go over to his house, she's there, and it's like, hey, how you doing? Okay, I'm gonna be over here not talking to you, if that's all right. It's like that. Yeah.
This week on the GamerCast Network, it's all about Beatles Rock Band versus Guitar Hero 5 in episode 70 of the Post Game Report, featuring Paris and Robbie Joe. Take a 30-minute road trip around the Sarcastic Gamer community and Sarcastic Gamer Radio. Discover the community that brings you all these great podcasts and more at GamerCastNetwork.com.
Next topic.
So, PAX was this last weekend. It's actually still going on right now. And everyone, well, we're all here. The only one who could talk with us is actually on a panel right now, I think. I think Chris is hosting a panel or something. So, for your PAX news, you got us relating to you what we read on all kinds of sites everywhere.
Relating to you, what Chad read on a site.
No, actually, I read.
Oh, did you? Oh, good for you. I did not.
The past 2 days I've been busy with picture taking, so it's all Keith.
I did not see that coming.
I'm surprised, I have to say.
So, Keith, what did you see that struck your fancy?
Left 4 Dead 2 looks like it's going to be fun. It doesn't look like anything crazy above and beyond what's already there, but it looks like it's going to be very fun. The gameplay, they had this kind of zombie that jumps around and wraps its body around your head.
Ew.
And they got to get off, and it's just sitting on your shoulders, wrapped around your head.
It's like albatross zombie. It doesn't do anything. It just wraps its legs around your head and sits there. It makes you run slower because you got a 50-pound zombie on you.
It starts suffocating you from the footage.
Oh, well, of course.
Pistols apparently never run out of ammo.
Is there ammo now in pistols? No.
No, but I thought the thing was that they were going to be giving everything ammo limits, and that's why they had the melee weapons in there. But apparently that's not the case. It's a little bit cleaner version of Left 4 Dead. There's nothing extra crazy out there. It's still pretty much that. They have different types of zombies, extra types now. They have like these little mini tank things, not as big as a tank, but bigger than a regular zombie. They're not boss guys or anything, but they got those little head lamprey.
Do they have like the same music as the tank, but like it's just like sung with like Alvin and the Chipmunks voices? Just like the entire thing just like up an octave?
Now here's the question. Does it look different enough to warrant being a full price game? If it's going to be a full price game, I don't think they've said the pricing yet.
No, but I didn't play it. So I really hope it's not like a $60 game.
If it was, would you buy it?
If everyone else was going, yes, I would. I mean, I'll be honest. I would cave because it's going to be fun. I mean, I'm not concerned that it's not going to be fun, but it seems like the other one does the same thing.
So you're probably, in the end, maybe they should have, unless something is radically better, it should have been really an expansion to the first one.
Yeah. But again, I didn't play it. I just, from what I've read, what I've watched, that kind of thing.
Next topic.
The littler ones that I was telling you about Dungeon Fighter Online, which is in the style of like all the arcade games, the X-Men arcade game, or the Dungeons and Dragons arcade game, where it's that side-scrolling brawler. Some Korean company that's doing that as like a free online game, I believe, where you could buy items and that kind of thing. But it's like the old style arcade games, except it has a role-playing game element to it. So you pick your class and you level your guy up and unlock special like fireball moves and that kind of stuff. It looks like it could be fun. And if it's one of those things that's just free all around, I could see us having a good time with that. Also, the other game, Torchlight, which really just kind of looks like a little Diablo 2 type of game.
Yeah, I think this one's made, I want to say this was from some guys who worked at Flagship Studios and went and formed their own company. And these are like ex-Diablo devs. And it's supposed to be very small, not a full-size game. It's like $20.
Yeah, and for what I can see, for $20, it looks pretty worth it. I would spend $20 to have that little game because it's like Diablo. It looks something like something we could have fun with.
Yeah, I think it's in the style of Mythos.
Oh, the game that never quite came out. Yeah, I was in that beta for like 3 years or whatever.
Everyone was in that beta for like years.
Yeah.
You want some keys? Here are some keys. Give them to your friends.
I want keys, give them my friends. Keys for my friends.
Yeah, it looks like Diablo 2.5. Like, had they actually remade Diablo 3 years ago like they should have, this looks like about what it would have been. Little cartoonier maybe, but yeah, not as polished as I would expect Diablo 3 to be, but it's at least in 3D.
Well, we decided for our next game we wanted to use a graphics card. We think we could bring a lot to the gameplay.
And now, Keith, you've been playing Diablo 2 once again?
Chris and I, we were sitting there, we had like some time to kill. So we played Diablo 2. And just when he left, I was still putzing around and playing it a little bit. And some dude named Suck joins in.
Oh, good.
I was laughing at this because it made me laugh, so I copied it. I copied all the conversation down. So, suck. I want all over my face. Want some me. Your face. Suck. Want to it? Me. Yeah, and then we can play Scrabble. Suck. Make me beg for it the best. Me, that's so hot. Celery's a negative calorie food. Suck. Taking like 6 at a time. Got some nude pictures of myself as well. Me. Oh yeah, baby. Sometimes I roll around in piles of dust covered in Pam spray and pretend I'm the world's greatest dust bunny. I would crush those who oppose and rule the dust bunny kingdom with a fair but iron grip. Suck has left our world. Diablo minions weekend.
You weren't the right kind of weird, apparently.
I just found that so amusing I had to copy it down.
Good times, good times.
Good times, good times.
That's a very good advertisement to get people to play Diablo 2 once again.
ESRB rating may change with online play.
Next topic.
Do we care about a new peripheral for computers?
I was already looking at that and it looks retarded.
Okay, well...
But no, let's talk about it because it looks retarded. It's one of those things that's like, why? Why would you? Okay, you know what? Fine, go ahead.
So this is a new input device for a keyboard and mouse combo that allows you to keep using the keyboard and mouse combo, but gives you more options for control. It is a glove you wear on your hand. And on the glove, along the fingers, are actuating points. So what you do is you take your thumb and touch different actuating points to invoke different user-defined actions. Let's say you're in a game and you want to, instead of hit the R key for reload your gun, you touch your thumb to your index finger, top of your index finger, and then it reloads your gun. It fires an action off. So basically, you're kind of like setting up gestures in your hand for controlling the game.
And it says right here that it's easily machine washable, so you can also use it while you're watching porn.
You know, and that's what I look for in my computer accessories.
Now, there's no word on pricing or when they're going to release it, but apparently this thing's been in development for like 5 years.
I was trying to click on the video because I wanted to see it like in action, like some like savant that looks like he's got a palsy because he keeps like clicking his fingers together while he's playing his game or whatever, and see if there's, you know, I don't know what I expected to see from it, but a lot more than
you did.
I don't know how this replaces just like programming key combinations to the function keys.
You only have 12 function keys. With this device, you have 30 different buttons you can push. Although that means you have to remember which parts of what finger you have to touch.
Yeah, so, and you also have to like be able to sign like a crypt in order to get your fingers to touch each other in the proper combinations.
This is Suge Knight giving you training for this peripheral.
If you think about touching your thumb to your fingers, it's almost like a natural movement, but still 30 different places and 4 fingers.
Right, so you gotta like, so obviously then you have to touch like 2 fingers to your thumb at the same time. So like think about touching your pinky finger, your forefinger, and your thumb tips all together at the same time for one of your 30 combinations. And it's like,
I don't know if it works like that. Does it work like that?
Well, how else are you going to get 30? Because I only got to 18 using my fingers. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4 for all of them, and then, you know, the middles of each, that's 3 more, that's 7. And then your forefinger and your ring finger, then your middle finger and your pinky finger, that's 9. And then your forefinger and your pinky finger, then your middle finger and your ring finger, that's 11.
I think you know what? For a product we're probably never going to use or try.
I was about to say, you've really studied this, dude. I've been looking at it, and by me, I've been looking at it, it means
I was just doing like, you know, binary, like all the combinations of my fingers at the same time. But anyway, if you keep doing that with just your fingers and every 2 fingers, I only made it up to 18. I don't know where they're getting 30 from.
Well, you put one on each side of the base of your.
Oh, okay. And then cup the. Yeah.
Exactly.
There's 30 and 31.
So there's no interest here, please. There's no interest, so we can move on.
No, it's retarded. It's dumb, and I don't know. How are you gonna eat Cheetos with that hand, or do you eat Cheetos with the mousing hand? It's a lame idea that I'm sure one person's gonna put way too much effort into, and you're gonna see him honest, like I said, signing like a freaking LA gang member, so he can get his Redeemer to fire or whatever the kids do these days. I don't know. Listen to Jonas Brothers with it. Whatever. I don't care.
The Power Glove already failed once. I mean...
Force feedback, I'm telling you. Until it's force feedback, it doesn't make a bit of difference.
Do you know how much it's going to cost to put in force feedback? And on top of that, you have to make sure it doesn't break the hand when you're doing that.
Oh, but what if in the game your hand gets broken?
I mean, talk about an immersive experience. You meet Goblin Bone Crusher. Ah, my bones. Ah, see, they're crushed.
Just automatically your fingers just bent backwards.
Oh, God.
How sweet would that be? Why would you do this? Oh, Jesus. Why is this?
You got that, and you got the vest from PAX last year that shoots you in the chest. You got all that on, except like the vest has knives in it. You're just like bleeding with a broken hand.
God, that would really screw people up for just sitting there using the keyboard and just you're wearing this glove and all of a sudden your pinky snaps the wrong way.
Yep.
Oh man, that would hurt.
Or you like put the glove on upside down so your thumb's where your pinky should have been, and like everything's going the wrong way.
And then it becomes modular and parts can come off.
Next topic.
Here we go. Here's a fun new reality TV show coming out. It's not coming to TV, though. It's only coming to the PlayStation Network.
Oh, shucks.
So this is a reality show where a group of contestants vie for the position of game tester.
Huh.
Really?
This is from the site, from the press release. The elimination competition throughout the series will only test the contestants' video game knowledge, but they will also challenge the gamer's memory, stamina, dexterity, and overall mental prowess.
And the winner will get a contract with the Sony Computer Entertainment's Quality Assurance Department.
Yes.
Wow. If ever there was a prize I wanted to get, that's it. To be in the QA department. Yay.
Yeah. See, these are still the people that don't realize what that job means. Like, when you were a little kid saying you wanted to be the mattress tester, you know, it's like that. At least I always wanted to be a mattress tester. What you do today? I slept. It was brilliant.
Yeah, I think they're going to kill a lot of dreams for a lot of people once the person wins the contract and realizes exactly what being a game tester means.
It's how to take video games and make them not fun.
Yeah, over and over again, playing the same level.
Over.
And over.
And over.
And over.
And over. And then taking detailed records of every single thing you do. Wow, that would suck.
You know, you could have an actual whole TV series about jobs that you thought were good.
You know what? I think you could.
Porn star. Sounds good in theory, but no. You know, making the practice squad in the NFL.
Yeah, those are a bunch of jobs that you really don't want any of those.
It sounds like, oh, this could work. This is what I'm looking for. But in reality, no.
I always wanted the job nuclear waste cleanup person.
So you can get superpowers?
Yes.
I was like, how you go, yes.
Well, you know, there's going to be mutation somewhere.
You'll have like 5 different kinds of cancer. There's your mutation. Enjoy. Your mutation is your life expectancy has been reduced by 30 years. That's your mutation. That's your superpower. Mr. Die Early Man.
That's like the Family Guy where he goes and rolls around in the toxic waste and gets lymphoma. I was trying to get superpowers.
Amazing superpower of coughing up blood whenever you want, and actually when you don't want as well.
What's the best part of your power? Is that I sometimes cough up blood when I don't want to.
The best part about my superpower is I'll die soon. Please take me.
I didn't know it could hurt this bad.
Next topic.
Mailbag.
Now is the point in the program where we read mail. It has been called Mailbag in the past, though there's no mailbag because the mail is all virtual, so it's just kind of us reading things.
My name's James. I've listened to your show for a long time. Yeah, just about spiral fractures. I was with a couple of friends one time. One of my friends decided to have an arm wrestling match with this other guy who was a little bit smaller than him, but still pretty strong. While they were arm wrestling, it was right when my friend was going to do a big slam that the other guy's attention got diverted for a sec. And so my friend came down and we heard a pop in his arm. And so we took him to the hospital, and I saw the x-ray. He had a spiral fracture. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure, I think Keith would be able to do that at the very least.
I'm sorry, dude. That. Why are you arm wrestling?
I don't know, dude. Why are we doing pull-ups with an 85-pound weight vest on?
It's only stupid if you hurt yourself, man. If you can do it without hurting yourself, it's not a stupid thing.
But accidents happen. I was stupid and walked on some ice in a parking lot.
Yeah, he hurts himself walking.
I would never even try arm wrestling because God knows what happened to my arms then. Spiral fracture. I don't want a spiral fracture in my arm.
It would go all the way up. It would go past the elbow joint and then like into the upper arm. It would just spiral the entire time. Your entire arm would look like a corkscrew.
And for the record, don't listen to me when I say things like you can't get spiral fracture. Don't listen to me when I say stuff like that in the last episode. I don't know what I'm saying half the time.
Why are you listening to me?
None of us know. That's the whole point of this show. We have absolutely no idea what we're talking about, ever, about anything. Even video games. No idea. We have no clue. We're talking about PAX. Did any of us go? No. Did any of us really pay attention? Not really. Keith went to Kotaku for like 20 minutes, wrote down the games that he thought he liked, and that's it. That's our content. We have absolutely no idea what the hell we're talking about.
Besides, I went to Destructoid.
Even when I was saying it last week, I knew I was saying the wrong thing. I just say things.
We just say things. We need to fill up time. There's like 30 minutes of text that we have to speak about, and we do.
At length. At such length.
Next topic.
Here we go. Email message number 1. Hey guys, it's Phil McCracken here. I just wanted to know why everyone on the video game show hates the Halo series and Asians.
Oh, we love Asians.
Yes, you know what? I hate Asians so much that I went over to Hong Kong and lived there for 3 months. That's how much I hate them.
We love Asians.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell we would do without Asians, to tell you the honest to God truth. Japanese, with your aging population, come on, let's make some kids there. We don't want to run out. Jesus Christ, I mean, like I said, I don't know what we'd do for content if it wasn't for you guys. Make some more of you.
Continue to reproduce.
And Halo?
The thing is, it's not that great of a game, but it gets hailed as such an awesome game. It's like Emmett Smith. He's not as good as his numbers are. It's just not that good.
They have great marketers. They have a great marketing team that pushed it well to the right people and made it very popular.
And it was the first FPS on the Xbox, and so everybody thinks it's the first FPS ever, and it's not at all, and it really wasn't even that good, and it still isn't. It's a competent game that does exactly what it needs to do and offers nothing new into the genre.
And he wants to know what a bear fruit is.
I have no idea.
Yeah, that was an off comment from one episode a long time ago that our fine friend Temple Dog made some art for.
It was apparently supposed to be for something that, I don't know, either you thought was bad and turned out good or vice versa.
It's got claws either way, and it's something you want to avoid.
Hang on, I got something else here. Hang on for 1 second. I just remembered something. Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves for 2 seconds. Just give me a second.
I think I'm going to dress up as a Viking for Halloween this year at work and probably get everybody really pissed at me because I'm going to wear the pelt.
Oh, yeah. People will love that. In California.
Oh, dude, I know, but it's good because I've been there for so long. Everybody knows I'm a complete. So it's like, oh yeah, Bob's a. That's what he does.
I just love that. That's what you've been even over there. That's what you're known for, is being. That's brilliant. Well played, Bob.
Okay, here we go. Temple Dog sent me something. I just mentioned Temple Dog. I remembered this. He sent me this a couple days ago. Apparently, Doc used to have that 15 seconds of fame thing for the Red Show.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just say yes to that, Bob.
Yes.
And,
yes, I remember that distinctly. I'd swear to it in court.
Temple Dog did something, and he sent it to me and said, since they aren't doing that anymore, here, you might enjoy this. So here, let me play this.
And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for I am the biggest, baddest mother in this valley, and anybody what don't believe so is in for a face full of clack clack puma. Amen. Let's see.
What's that?
I have no idea what that was, but I approve.
Next topic.
This is from Clint, a.k.a. Darth Vicious 82. Now that zombies have replaced Nazis as socially acceptable cannon fodder, what will replace zombies?
Mutants. Specifically, post-apocalyptic mutants. You know, with the Half-Life and Fallout games are kind of trending there anyway, because you got like zombie mutants. I think they're just going to go full mutant, because they can just do whatever and make them look as grotesque as humanly possible.
But haven't the mutant games been around longer than the zombie games were around?
Yes, but they haven't been popular in such a manner.
So you think someone's going to invent the popular game that will make mutants socially...
Well, not when everybody's bored of zombies, which will take approximately 2 more years.
I can get behind that.
Because that'll be after everybody's sick of Left 4 Dead 2, and I think it'll finally have run its course, and will be in need of something else to blow up.
Okay, so Left 4 Dead 2 is probably the jumping the shark thing.
Well, no, it'll be good, but people keep coming out with more and more zombie games, and it'll be so glutted with zombies, we'll just be like, all right, seriously, enough.
Like World War II.
Yeah, exactly. It'll go like that. Everything was World War II, and now like nothing is because people are sick of it. It's the same thing.
Okay, now has that happened for music games yet?
It has for me already, yes.
Yeah, it's kind of for us, which means it's around the corner for everybody else. Like another year or so.
The nipples foresee its demise.
Isn't there the possibility that Beatles Rock Band might bring in lots of people?
No, that's the glut. That's like, dude, seriously? That's that game. Really? This is what you're doing?
That's the wafer thin mint right there.
Yeah, that's it. That's the straw. And that poor camel man, he's looking at Emilio like, are you going to help me? Or you're just going to let my back get broken? All right, no, that's cool. Yeah, you stand over there. I'm sure I'll be fine.
Emilio's hands are tied. There's nothing immoral about it. It's just excess.
He turns his back and not a whoop is heard.
Shaking his head sadly.
A single tear, like those commercials where you'd pollute in front of the Indian.
Don't pollute in front of Indians.
Next topic.
This is from Luke from England. Hey all, I have a couple things I'm curious about your opinion on. Firstly, pay-to-play games, and how it seems to become more popular, as well as whether companies should charge for map packs, downloadable content, patches, etc.
My personal opinion on this, because of this kind of trend where everybody thinking they want everything for free over the interwebs and nobody wanting to pay for anything and piracy and all this other nonsense, I don't know if it'll ever get to this point, but it's going to move in the direction towards the actual game itself. The base game is going to be free, and then they're going to nickel and dime you for everything that you want. This is, in theory, how I think something like this would work. A game like Diablo 3 would come out, and it would be free. You just go to the site, download it, and then you play over Battle.net, and you can only play up to, like, say, level 15. And then you can buy, like, increase your level cap to level 60 or something for $10. Fine. And then, like, okay, well, now you're level 60. If you want to get into the new zone, that's another $5. If you want access to this elite gear, that's going to be, like, $2. And it might not even be that much. But there'll be a lot of microtransactions to the point where by the time you're done playing the game, you would have spent $50 on it anyway. But charging people little amounts of money often is a lot more palatable than dumping $50 or $60 on a video game all at once. And so I don't see any reason why games shouldn't be going that way. And personally, I'd actually like to see it because then I can avoid buying things that I'll never play, like pay $3 to be allowed into the PvP zone. Well, no, because I don't care.
I don't want to go there anyway, so thank you for removing it from my game.
And once that kind of system is in place, that also gives them the ability to put up stuff like costume packs and other things that have absolutely no impact on the gameplay, but people will spend money on it so they can make more money that way. And again, other stuff that you can just avoid buying if you don't want to, but, it's a good way for the company to make money and, get you the game faster and get you playing. Because, a lot of people are like that. The big hurdle is starting to play the game. Like, the same thing like we're doing with Champions now. I don't want to spend that much money on the game, but they're like, no, it's free for 30 days. If they let me play that game free for 30 days, I can guarantee at the end of 30 days, I'd probably pay, the $15 to let me play for another 30 days. But I don't want to make the investment. Isn't that what, like, newspapers and everything are trying to do now, too? It's like, sure, you can go to the newspaper site and that's free, but then you can get, like, the upgraded version where you can read more than the first paragraph and see all the pictures and download things and get updates and RSS feed and all this other nonsense, which I think is actually a really good way to do business over the interwebs.
And people don't mind spending very little on games, as proven by the iPhone games. People love dollar things.
Again, it's the big hit. People don't want to dump a large amount of money on a game all at once. There's so many other things you can play for pretty much free.
And his final question here: how long should a developer announce a game prior to its expected release date? In my opinion, Diablo 3 will be out at earliest summer 2011. I feel that it was announced way too soon, especially for a game that doesn't need to build a hype train.
I don't really have an opinion on this because I rarely pay attention. The thing is, with people announcing games, I think we've all paid attention long enough to realize that when they announce a game, they might as well not announce it because we know damn well it's not coming out whenever the hell they say it's coming out anyway. It's bad for two reasons. One, you're disappointed when it doesn't come out, and two, and it gives the developers unreasonable goals to try to hit. So what'll happen is, one, it won't come out when it's supposed to, and then it'll come out like 2 months later after the devs rushed because they passed their deadline. So you get a half-assed game that comes out 2 months after it was announced, and it's still too soon for the game to come out.
I was just going to say, and it's still crap because it was still rushed.
Don't announce a release date. Just go to your site and say, like, here's a game that's coming out. And, like, we can kind of tell from how much is up and what's going on in the beta and how many screenshots and trailers that you have up about how far along you are. And that is my uninformed opinion as I give on this show over and over and over and over again. I'm a pundit.
Yeah! Pundits of the video game era world.
And that was Video Game Show episode number 158 for Sunday, September 6th, 2009. Any ham sandwiches, shad dream pies, apathy cakes, or bear fruit to give to anyone in the world, gentlemen.
Apathy cake to Champions Online.
Yes. For looking mediocre as it probably is going to be.
People are saying that the powers aren't very diverse. It really wasn't what they promised in the beginning.
Oh, I'm shocked.
And I don't. There's a content patch coming out.
The game is out. It's been out for a week. And don't worry, we already have a content patch coming.
What's its Metacritic thing say? Champions Online XX. There's only one review. From gamers.at. What the hell is that? Looks like Germany. Weiter.gamers.at. PC Spielmagazin. Downloads ohne Grenze. Mozilla Firefox. It's definitely German. Or is it Austrian?
Austria.
AT?
AT. Austria. Very good.
Anyway, they said, Champions Online might not rise to supreme MMO excellency, but it's a damn good game nonetheless. If you're waiting for DC Universe to come around, the least you can do is kill some time with Champions Online.
Way to acknowledge the good game that's out there, City of Heroes. Ham sandwich to City of Heroes for not sucking and being good for this long and still getting completely ignored.
And as usual, send your comments, questions, queries, concerns, or roll call question to the mailbag at mailbag@videogameshow.org. Skype us at videogameshow or call us at 320-300-GAME. That is a standard long distance call and all normal fees apply. And that's a wrap. Good night.
Is that a cricket? Or is that like a cicada?
That may be both. Because yeah, in the wild kingdom of my apartment.
Jesus Christ.
I'm very sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just funny. I was just I'm doing my show from the middle of Birmingham, Alabama this week. Hot today.